Right now, we're in a very dire situation. September's upon us, harvest is starting in the deep south, and we have 0 bushels of soybeans on the books to be sold to China for this current crop that's about to come out of the field. Historically, over the last 5 years, about a third of soybean sales to China would be booked. China amounts to 25% of our total U.S. soybean crop. So that would be 8 or 9% of the whole U.S. crop would normally be on the books with China right now, and we have 0. That is alarming.
Farm bankruptcy update. That's chapter 12. April, there is an 82% increase from March 2026 to April 2026. An 82% increase. Now let's get into April 2026. Chapter 12, farm bankruptcies. April, year over year, April 2026 compared to April 2025 is a 130% increase in April 2026 compared to April 2025.
So for a while now, Trump's supporters, most of the farmers, are now complaining because their products are rotting in the farms. As we've seen, some photos from the satellite are showing that some of even the corns have started to desaturate. This is not because there is a lot of produce in the market, no, but this is because there is no market. No one is buying from the farmers. Remember, China and Mexico were part of the countries that used to import a lot of corn from America. They also imported soybeans, they imported almonds, name them, strawberries. But right now, after the high tariffs that the government of Donald Trump imposed to the countries, they decided they are not going to purchase, they're not going to do imports again. Now, the large-scale farmers are now feeling the impact because no one is buying from them. Count the expenses that they used, buying the seedlings, buying the fertilizers, buying the equipment parts, which is nowhere close to be cheap. So I want you to listen to these videos and listen to how harshly or how sadly the farmers are complaining.
Just read this morning that Texas farmers are closing down because they can't find laborers to work their fields. Are you telling me white people can't, won't work in the fields? Hey, all of you who thought they were taking your jobs, accepting applications now.
Oh boy, the saga of the white farmers continues. So you know, your white farmers been complaining that Trump messed off the soybean money. Now, you know, they lost $12 billion worth of product because Trump started messing with China, putting tariffs on them. Well, it's about to get even better. So your boy Trump wants to start flooding the American market with beef from Argentina. And oh boy, the white farmers are mad, y'all. They are mad. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Everybody's wound up today because Trump says we're going to import all this beef from Argentina. We're going to lower our beef prices because the beef's too expensive here. And I thought I'd throw my 2 cents in. First of all, it's not really a new thing to import beef. We've imported beef in this country for a long time. What is new, however, is the government getting involved because of the prices and saying the beef prices are too high. We're going to make a deal. We're going to buy a bunch of beef from Argentina, and we're going to undercut the American farmers and ranchers who are finally making some decent money. And that's just, it's a socialist mindset, if you ask me. That's not what I've grown up thinking as an American market, you know.
The farm economy as a whole is struggling. Inflation has caused our cost of production to rise drastically on every front. Commodity prices, in particular soybeans, are down about 50% from where they were 3 years ago. And our numbers are deeply in the red. And we send this letter to President Trump because we've been talking for months about needing to have sales in place, a deal in place, a phase 2 type agreement that has purchase commitments along with a level playing field on trade with no tariffs. And we haven't had anything happen, unfortunately. And our appeal to President Trump and his administration is make soybeans a priority in any trade negotiations that are taking place. Soybeans are the #1 agriculture export to China. And in the last trade war, it was 71% of the losses that we had as American farmers. And they're critical.
Yeah, so if we look at, and we're going to divide. So I'll stay with grain and oilseeds because that's what I do day to day. But I just have to say one thing about livestock. For livestock folks, we're in good world for them right now. So I'd love to be able to have as good a world that they're having in GNO, but we just don't. And so there's just so many things, and it's really a supply story this year. When you think about across the globe, we haven't had a year where every country's almost saying all 8 cylinders where we're getting full production. And that's where we are right now. It's also too a bit of a dichotomy in the US is that we're building corn stocks, but the world is not. Well, it's just the opposite in soybeans, where the world's building soy stocks and we're not. And so it's a very weird world, but the fact is we just have so much supply in the world, that's just going to keep prices, really on the defensive.
Today in Trump's America, small-town farms in Arkansas are begging for welfare. They can't sell their soybeans to China. Who knew that so many farmers were making $10,000 an acre from China? Who knew? But instead of pulling up their bootstraps, they're going for welfare. They're going for subsidies. They're going for American handouts. Just mere months after saying, we don't support welfare programs, cut Medicare, cut Medicaid, cut everything to these LGBTQIARSTUV people. Pull up your bootstraps, Arkansas. Sell something Americans want to buy. Talk to your man Donnie Darko about the Department of War, because hell, they might be coming to your town soon. He might be bringing the National Guard to Arkansas and you won't have any farmland left anyway. Look, folks, Donnie Darko is destroying America, and if you can't see it, it's a part of the Heritage Foundation, Project 2025. Go look it up. It's a blueprint. Donnie Darko is following it to a T.
This is my 39th crop. I started in 1986, the year I graduated high school. I could plant an acre of beans in 1986 for 30 bucks. It irritates me that you don't have the guts to acknowledge that the people do not pay the tariffs. I don't care if it's John Deere, Case, Caterpillar, all that stuff is outsourced overseas. And the guy that pays it is the guy that purchases it. I can buy a bearing for a combine, and it's made in Taiwan, or who knows where. Parts have over doubled in the last year, if you can get them. The dealer at Marshall has a backlog for almost 4 months because they can't get parts because of Trump's stupid tariffs. I think agriculture has taken a heck of a hit on a lot of misinformation, and he is not helping the farmer. I mean, we farm about 3,500 acres. We are going to be so far in the red. When are you going to stand up for us instead of kissing his ass for these trade deals? And the tariffs. More so the tariffs than the trade.
All those farmers that were for Donald Trump, they thought that he was going to be the one to help them, despite the fact that he massively f***ed them all really bad. When he was president the first time, they think he's going to do, all of a sudden, this time he's going to be better. Like the first time he really screwed you guys over. The guy in office now has made you guys billions and billions of dollars and has helped you out in so many different ways. And Kamala was going to do the same. But you didn't vote for that, right? You voted for the guy that has already you.
What do you have to say to U.S. farmers who feel that the deal is benefiting Argentina more than it is them, as they are a top
Argentina's fighting for its life, young lady. You don't know anything about it. They're fighting for their life. Nothing's benefiting Argentina. They're fighting for their life. You understand what that means? They have no money. They have no anything. They're fighting so hard to survive. If I can help them survive in a free world, I happen to like the president of Argentina. I think he's trying to do the best he can. But don't make it sound like they're doing great. They are dying. All right? They're dying.
Hey farmers, is this your boy here? He's talking about how Argentina is fighting for its life, but I've been seeing videos for months, video after video after video, a farmer on this app telling me how they're fighting for their lives. So in this America First economy, in this America First world of Donald Trump's, why is he putting Argentina over the U.S.? Why is he picking Argentina products farmers, laborers over Americans. As soon as they got that $40 billion, they started lowering their prices so they could make better trades. And meanwhile, the farmers here in this country are getting pinched by tariffs that Donald Trump put in place. So I'm just curious, for all you farmers and all you MAGA and all you whiteys out here that decided to vote for Donald Trump because he was going to put America first and help put money in your pocket. And now we put 40 billion in Argentina's pocket because they are suffering. They are the ones in trouble. What happened to that? I thought the money was supposed to come to you and me. Where are you now, guys?
This is the first time in my life farming that I still have crop in my bins that I can't sell. Basically, what we're getting out of a bushel of corn or a bushel of rice would be like you making $5 an hour and trying to pay your bills at home. Mexico and China are the two biggest rice buyers for the United. They buy more rice off of us than anyone. And when they stop buying rice, we have nowhere to go with the rice. It won't be a trickle-down effect. It will be like flushing a toilet if the ag industry collapses. Totally 100% dependent upon the Lord Jesus Christ. I surrender it to Him.
So much has been said, much has been talked about, but now the real question is, when will, or up to what percent will the farm produce rot in the farms, so that the government will see and say enough is enough? Let's focus on our own farmers. Let's give them the market they need. Let's give them support. Let's give them fertilizers. Let's increase our border outlines where we sell our produce. Let's have a sit down with the China and Mexico country back. Let's have a discussion. Let's sort our own issues. Let's stop all the wars that are going on, so that we can benefit the people who gave us the benefit of doubt in the ballot, because it's hectic for them. Like, we feel the pressure, we feel the amount of burden that they're carrying right now, trying to witness, waking up every day. You see how you walk beside your farm, you see how tomatoes are rotting in the field. No one is even knocking your door, no one is making calls, no one is sending emails to request for your produce. You have no option. Like, it's really sad to see such a situation. So let me find you in the comment section if maybe you're one of the farmers who are going through this situation. Give us your own side of view from the ground. How is the impact? How is everything? How is the intensity of lack of market affecting your society? See you in the next video.